Yo, what's good, everybody? You are tuned in to another episode of the Wave Pod. I'm your host, Mike. And yeah, so from last episode, we actually have Tori and Sophia back once again. So I don't know, this is like their fourth, fifth episode on. So
Yeah.
yeah. And so last episode was actually pretty good. Like I really liked last episode, to be honest with
It was
you.
really fun. It was fun.
It was funny to hear.
It was funny. It was real funny. I enjoyed it a lot. But now we're back again because we're all a part of a group of organization. And so what they did for the past 2 years is sell candy grams for Valentine's Day. And so we're gonna
SMM.
Yeah, SMM
organization.
So yeah. And basically we sold candy grams this year. We're all me and Sophia are board members, but Tori was a board member last year. So
disrespect. I still did more than you, Mike, on the candy gram.
Oh
yeah, you did. I'll give you that. She did do a lot for the candy grams. And Tori got a lot of candy grams herself, but
I got a very average amount from friends.
Very average amount. Like, you had a lot of them, ma'am. Let's see.
For friends, again, I'll clarify.
Friends, okay. Yeah, she got a lot of candy grams, guys. But anyway, so this is like the Valentine's Day special. We're gonna read some of those, and yeah, we're gonna get it right into it. So, without further ado, how do you guys see Valentine's Day?
Good question.
yes.
I'm gonna censor this. I think I actually really like Valentine's Day, but I like the idea of it. I like that it's centered around love. I think that it doesn't feel good if you're not in a relationship, or you feel like you shouldn't feel good if you're not in a relationship. But I was telling Sophia how I think it should be more normalized, that it celebrates friendships, and then also I don't know, like your family members, just people you love. I think it should be a day of all kinds of love, whether it's platonic, familial, romantic, or I don't know. I also think it could be exciting, just as in like it holds potential for even like new love. So I think it's not just for committed relationships, but I don't think everyone acts like that's the case, because I don't see a lot of people. It seems like it's just for people in committed relationships. So
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think people should feel bad if they don't have anything to do on Valentine's Day, or because they're single or anything like that. I just
I didn't mean that.
Okay.
I didn't
That's what I wanted to say.
know.
Only because I honestly feel like it's just another day. I mean, it falls on a Sunday this year, so I guess that's good. But if it was on a weekday, I feel like honestly it doesn't feel different. It just feels like, oh, you have to go buy candy.
Yeah. Well,
Last year was on like a Friday.
Well, I think that, to clarify, no, I don't think you should feel bad if you're not in a relationship. I'm just saying that the stigma is that you do, or you feel like you should feel bad. But what I'm saying is that even if you're not in a relationship, I don't think it should be another day. I think you should celebrate all areas of love in your life.
Mhm.
I made Sophia this really cute Valentine, and you should, Mike's like, what? Yeah,
I didn't get one though, so.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, Mike. Next year, okay? You can look forward to that. Anyways, no, I think you should celebrate friendships. I think you should celebrate your family. That's why I don't think it should be a day like any other day. I think it'd be such a nice holiday if everyone just thought of it like as just a day of love, but it's not thought of like that. It's just thought of like as a romantic holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, at the same time, it's kind of good to see like the couples happy and whatnot. But yeah, but always commit to your love all the other 364 days a year. So
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good point.
That is.
yeah, that's a little advice I have. But yeah, so let's read some of these first and foremost.
Okay, and we won't read any names to or from. We're just gonna read.
Yeah, I'm just reading the notes.
Do we want to do like everybody pick at least one to read?
I got a few, so
Okay. Well, can I read one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this was a candygram that was stated. It says, "Hi, I always see the stuff you're doing around Craner. Oh my gosh, I just think it's so amazing, all the stuff you're involved in, and I would just love to get to know a beautiful and smart person like yourself." I think that's honestly super sweet.
I think that's
Whoever wrote that,
super sweet. Does not come off creepy. I think
Ooh.
it's very honest.
Yeah.
And I feel like it establishes boundaries, and I'm interested in you, but I obviously don't know you. So I'm not going to use language that's too strong, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that was a really good approach. So if you're a guy watching and you want to make a move, just be very careful with how you phrase your interest.
And the words you use.
Yeah, so that was a good example, I feel like, of just a chill way to reach out.
Mhm.
I know, and he put his Instagram and his Snap. Ooh, he even put his. Oh wait, I'm revealing too much. But he put his LinkedIn.
I didn't say
So-
that.
Yeah.
So-
Why do you think he would have put his LinkedIn in there?
I mean, so as you can see, he put his LinkedIn in there because he said, "I see you do certain things around here," but you put your LinkedIn. You know,
Craner,
yeah, Craner.
professionally, you've seen each other. I mean, they've
Professional.
seen each other.
So like it's professional. So like, okay, yeah, you're doing stuff here, but that person's already doing stuff here too. So it's like you might not seen the stuff they're doing, but they're doing the stuff too. Amazing things around the school. So
Actually, that's very true. You can
So I have a question.
yeah.
So, Mike, when you're interested in a girl, do you stalk their Instagram? What's other stuff? What's other?
Stalking.
Do you also stalk their LinkedIn? That's what I'm asking. Because I look at people's LinkedIn now. When I develop a crush, I look at their LinkedIn. I'm not even kidding. I just never had
First of all, they
time.
can see you looking
That's
at
a
their
lot about
LinkedIn.
them. What? I
They
don't
can
have
see-
Instagram. Also, that's like the only way I can actually view them. Also,
LinkedIn.
yeah.
They see if you looked on their LinkedIn and whatnot.
I figured out how to do private mode. So.
So you just going on the browser and then looking up their name.
Wait, what? That exists?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I might check the Instagram if I like know them or see them or know their name. But like that's like once. But like I'm not like I ain't stalking. Like I found
What do
out
you
her
define as
favorite
stalking?
color was blue today or something like that. No.
What do you define as stalking?
Because I feel like a lot of people before,
What do
even
I
if
define
you're
as
going on a
stalking?
date with somebody, they look them
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Yeah, but
and
that's
then,
after. But like, I feel as though if you're going on a date with somebody, you kind of already know, like y'all already having
if
a
you
mutual
have
conversation.
not had an
I'm talking
in-person
about, like,
conversation with them, Sophia, what would you consider stalking? If you had not had an in-person conversation with them and then they did this, what would be the point where you'd be creeped out?
So like sent the candygram. That's what you mean?
No.
just
She
in
just thinks
general,
it in
like,
general.
In general?
I don't.
I
Why?
always think of everything that happens in you, the show. So I'm not sure, only because I would assume that if you're going on a date with somebody, they're going to look you up on social media. At least try to.
I don't care
Yeah.
about that.
But I guess anything past that would be like, whoa, I never posted information. Why are you asking me about that in person or online? What am I talking about?
Okay.
That would be creepy.
Yeah, I will admit, this is bad. When I have a crush, sometimes I will like be in places where I know they are sometimes. Like if I know that they are in
They go like frequently.
Yeah, if I know that they're like a chemistry major, I'll study in like what's that one building? This isn't good. I don't do this. But if I know they're a chemistry major, I might study in Weatherall. You know what I'm saying? Is that creepy?
Oh, or if you know they like
You know?
coffee, maybe you'll be at their favorite coffee spot.
Do you know anyone who does that?
Nah, I don't know who does that.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it depends on the person. It depends on the situation, and it depends on how.
It depends if you know them. If you know them a little bit. If I feel like if you gotta move past a certain point. If you do this for a prolonged period of time and you
It
literally
just gets
have
stagnant. You gotta move at like,
yes, if you just come to the point where it's been like months and months, you just doing that and you know their schedule and all you do is watch them.
that's a stalker.
creepy.
I
Like,
get you're shy,
what?
but just say hi.
I don't know.
That
For some people, it's
also-
kind of hard to say hi, Tori. Some people's not sociable. You know, some people are like, you know, far admirers.
But watching somebody for a prolonged period of time from far away is very creepy.
It is, and you
No, I
should
think
definitely avoid that. So either develop social skills, or you know, just be confident. And say,
I have a
"Hi,
great
you never know where they'll lead." Yeah.
Would you? This is for. Well, would you be offended if someone? No, I don't think. Well, if someone like really, 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 really liked you, but it was just solely based off your looks.
Well, initially, I think that's normal.
Well,
You
yeah,
have to
I
but
think initially that's actually pretty normal.
But maybe if that's the reason, maybe they stay with you or anything like that, and they just think you're boring. I mean, I don't know how you would know that.
that's
But-
scary.
You said solely off their looks. Yeah, but like at the same time, that person's gonna mask it and try to find like different reasons why they like them. They're not just gonna be blunt, like I only like you because you look like this, but you're kind of like, no, you know.
Yeah. Okay, what's your next Valentine's Day question, or what's that?
All right,
one?
look
Yeah,
up,
what's the
I
next
mean,
one you
yeah.
wanted to read?
Okay, I got one. Let me see. Let me scroll down because I had it, but now I lost it. So okay. Oh, this one. Hope you find someone that actually stays around. Just kidding. Happy Valentine's Day.
I think
So-
that just it kind of sounds like a joke to me. It kind of sounds like the person's being very playful. I don't know if Mike didn't say this, but on there it says JK, ha ha. So
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I'm sorry. I'm just
J. It says she said like it said JK.
Ha,
Ha ha.
I'm joking. No, no.
interesting. God.
So I think the person just seems like they're just joking around.
It
So-
definitely
hope someone stays around. Ha ha. So what do you think in the mind of that person? Like, what was going through? Like, did they know that somebody had like something going on, and it was like,
good question. I would have to assume that there's some kind of relationship here to the point where she feels comfortable, or he, to joke with that person. And if they feel comfortable enough, then they would have to know their situation, hopefully. So I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt, and I'd like to say that this was an appropriate joke.
Or maybe they're just trying to make a joke centered around Valentine's Day.
or make a light.
Love. So
Yeah.
So it's basically like saying, I hope you find somebody.
yeah.
All right. I got another one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let me see. Let me bring down. Let me see. Okay, so let's see. Blank, blank. Where do I start? You're just so lovely. Every time I see you, the world just stops. From your great personality to your beautiful hair, you are simply everything and more. And then they put a PS. They was like, PS, I got you sweet candy because I thought you are sweet.
That's
Wow.
honestly so sweet. Obviously.
Wow. I would like to say right off the bat, by far one of the best candygrams written. The poetry behind the words, they're not just simple compliments. They're posed in, let's see, in hyperboles and comparisons. Wow, personification. I love it. It's very poetic. You know what? I have to wonder, is this person an English major? Wow, like,
They're an
written.
English major too.
Tone of voice, 10 out of 10. I'm very impressed. Very impressed. So, yeah. What do you think, Sophia?
Ooh, I honestly, I think they were shooting their shots and they pointed out all the great things probably that this person has, that they admire, that they love about them. And so I think it really came from the heart.
You think it came from the heart, Mike?
I think it came from the heart. It was actually pretty good. They really wrote this out, took their time. I kind of like the little bar at the end. I got you sweet candy because I think you're sweet. That's like
well, guys, I got a real quick question.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the highest form of compliment a guy or girl can give you? Like, would you feel really complimented if someone called you sweet, or really complimented if someone called you pretty? Or would you feel really complimented if someone called you intelligent? Which one is most meaningful to you?
I've never thought of this a day in my life. So
Ooh,
I mean, okay, that sounds a little much, but I don't think.
I feel like this says a lot about you, because it says a lot about the person that you want to be, the person you want to come off as. If someone says that they feel the most complimented when someone calls them kind, then it tells me that that's what they care about the most. Is just
I think.
Well, I don't think it's a bad. Like, if you want to be pretty.
I just never thought that deeply. I don't know.
Well, let's answer the freaking question.
Oh, well, I'm not going to think, but go ahead, Mike.
So personally to me, I like the comments that like typically don't come off a lot. So like when somebody be like, he's handsome, he's cute, he's this, be like, oh, okay. It stands out. Cause like if you say he's smart, I hear that all the time. Like he's smart, he's this, you're this. Like I get all of that all the time. But if you say something like, oh, he's cute, or like you can do this. Like somebody was talking about people who wear glasses, and I was like, wait, I wear glasses. And it's like, no, you know how to pull them off. I was like, oh, okay.
Cool.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, I'm like, I don't know.
You still don't know? I will go. Actually, I think I kind of agree with that, Mike. I think growing up, and I think this also has to do with your perception of yourself. Sophia's like, I cannot think this deeply.
Like, I don't know. I guess everything.
Well, anyways, so I'll let you think about it a little bit more, okay? Okay. When I was growing up, I was not the cutest kid. So because of that, I totally identified as an intellectual, and I just like to get good grades. I strived to be like top 10% of my class. So I remember I asked my friend, like, what would you describe me as? And she, of course, said intelligent. And then I was like, man, I'd love to be described as pretty. So for that reason, I feel like today I feel like I like it when, that sounds so bad. It sounds bad, but obviously I know I have other things to bring to the table, but I think it's also how you.
But you already like heard people acknowledge those already. So you're all like, okay. It's like, you're like, I've already heard like multiple times I'm smart, I'm this. But people have said this one, so it kind of it sticks out when somebody says it.
I guess one compliment that I would love for someone to say to me is, wow, you're really tall.
Literally, I knew she was going to say that.
I go opposite day, Sophia.
If I interrupted that thought, that's literally what I would have said, because I somehow knew she was going to say that. I know her sense of humor.
Oh, that's so bad, but I think it's funny.
It's been legit like 2 minutes. She still doesn't have a real answer for this question.
I don't, because I'm pretty average. I mean, maybe smart, yes.
Well, it's not necessarily like who you are, it's who you would want to be, you know?
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah,
that comes across to the next one. Somebody wrote, they said, your smile is impeccable. The way your smile comes to brighten up the earth is something special. You can really make winter look like a day in July when you smile. You're a nosy, Rosie, but it's because you care about the ones around you. I think you're such a great person, and great things are coming your way.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that. Actually. That
Me too.
You know, like, so real quick, Mike, what is the power of a good smile? Like, if a girl has a good smile, is that like top tier?
Honestly,
like, is that like, oh, that changes things?
That's top 2 in things I look for. Like, so like the first thing is, it's like a pet peeve of mine. Like, I don't like people with like a bad smile, really. But
what's a bad smile?
Some people can't control that. Some people can't control that. Like they
Like,
can't afford to get braces. But
yeah,
I understand that. So,
but like coming from, I just like, I don't know. It's just one of those things I look for. It's just a preference, I guess. Like I never had braces, but
Well, I will.
mm-mm. See,
Oh, he's busy. I will say, I feel like something that I hear a lot of people say that they notice about a person when they first meet them. I guess Smile is in this because they say teeth. A lot of people say like teeth is.
but you want to know what it is?
People notice.
If I always see your smile, I know like you're, cause like I like a goofy, laughable person, like happy person. So if you're always smiling or something, I always see you around and you're smiling, like I feel like you're somebody I would want to be around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that makes sense actually. Yeah. Okay. No, I really like this. This was a good note. Again, very poetic.
I know it did.
Oh.
Very. Winter looked like a day in July.
I think that's a really sweet compliment. Like I love really specific compliments that aren't super generic. Like, like if someone were to be like that, you have like the sweetest face or something like. I think really unique compliments are.
That's not even nosy Rosie.
That was nice
Nosy
because
Rosie.
they acknowledge like it typically, I guess.
I mean, maybe that person's a nosy Rosie, you know. Sometimes it's a lot of people that's nosy Rosies. I'm kind of a nosy Rosie.
Are you a nosy Rosie?
A little bit.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
All right, next one.
Yeah, let's see. We got a couple more of these, so let's see what we can find. Let's see. You will be the best doctor that my future kids will ever have. So keep working hard because you will make it. Love you. Do you like Star Wars? Star Wars because you the one for me.
Oh my gosh. Mike, you could have just got through it.
Yeah, you really
I get through it.
I know, he really did.
Do you like Star Wars because you the one for me?
Yoda.
Okay.
Yoda one.
Yoda one for me. It's kind of funny because it's cheesy.
I think that was that's a great.
That's really supportive. Yeah. That's the thing. Whether they're a friend or it's romantic, I think it's just nice to be supportive. I think that's what everyone looks for, is just someone who's there for them, someone who shows up. And yeah, I think that was a really nice one.
I'll show you one that I like that was like kind of cheesy. You're like the ultimate software. There's no room for upgrades. Ooh.
I mean, that's a good.
I feel like I had to think about that for a second, but I understand.
I get it.
Like they're already
because they like them how they are.
Yeah.
They're already as good as they can get. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's see. Let me read a couple more, and then we can let's see where can we find. It's so many to choose for, so I'm just trying to read a couple. See what we're feeling. I'm in the mood for pizza. A pizza you. That's it.
I thought that one was cute. I haven't heard that pickup line, so I thought that was cute. Funny. I wanted to read one.
Oh yeah.
So it's really simple, and it's just you give me butterflies, smiley face. But I'm curious because I wanted to know: do guys get butterflies when they see some girls?
Honestly, sometimes. It just depends on the right one. You'll be like, oh my gosh, she's come. Like you would start thinking about stuff, and you'd be like, what should I say? What should I do this? Like, it's like a thought process. You'd be like, how should I approach things? Then sometimes you kind of mess up because if you overthink the situation, you'd be like, okay, I'm about to go walking. Okay, I'm walking. What should I say? Oh, and then you'd be like, hi. And then next thing you know, then it's just like all awkward from there. It's just like how you approach things. Like, have y'all ever had an awkward approach before?
Wait, awkward approach? Like someone
like somebody awkwardly came up to you and was all like, hey, and then like the conversation just goes awkward from there.
I mean, I feel like yes, but it's not always real. Like
it's not like not like a romantic intent. Like people are awkward in general, but I feel like
you could tell,
if you
like,
see someone on the street, and you're like,
no, but I mean, like, you could tell that person's like nervous to come up to talk to you. They're like, hey,
I don't know.
Hey,
I can't tell.
my name is this, and like they're like kind of like looking around. They're all nervous.
I don't know. I don't know if I've experienced that.
Oh wow. But yeah, so like
guys believe girls live in this world where they have so many opportunities to like go out with these guys. I'm like, where? Because I well, even just from the last episode, how one of the guys was like, I asked, I think, when is it exclusive? And he's like, when you're in the talking phase, you should each be talking to multiple people. I was like, is it like common knowledge that like everyone's, I just don't know where, I just don't know where people are getting these options. I know that in society, like the stigma is guys ask girls out. And I feel like for that reason, guys tend to have more dates and people they're talking to.
Whoa, no. That's not true. I think girls have more options than guys.
I don't think so.
That's true. That is true. Girls have more options,
but
girls are more exclusive.
Right, so
girls are more exclusive to like the guys they choose because they have so many options compared to a guy.
Wait. So you're saying girls are more what? Girls are more exclusive to guys because they have
saying that we can.
They can
basically
pick and choose.
Like who we can be like, no, not you.
Yeah, they're like, I'm looking for this, and this, and this.
Well, in order for that to be the case, options have to present themselves, and not really,
I'm telling you, options be out there, and then sometimes girls just doesn't see them, or
the guy doesn't approach her.
You're not even get me started on this.
Or we're not gonna go down the friend zone thing.
Let's get it all out. Let's get it all out. Tell me your views on this. Let's get it all out.
We're not gonna go down the friend zone.
Yeah, we are.
Because it's easy to fall into the friend zone and then there'll be like a guy is trying to get kind of quite obvious.
Expect girls to read your mind when you are showing the little bit of weirdest interest. This is guys will hold a door open for a girl because honestly that is the standard we're in, where I feel like actually what I'm trying to say is if a guy holds a door open for a girl or does something like small like that, I feel like that's what they think showing interest is, or they're like, you know what I'm saying? Because I really feel like for example, like where is chivalry today? Like I feel like I don't see it all the time. Literally, I could be walking in class, the guy in front of me doesn't hold the door open.
That's really what makes you mad. Right?
It really makes me mad because I hold the door open for people. So I'm like, why can't you hold the door open for other people? Like, where?
Good enough? Like, really?
Yeah. Or like, when you go on a date, do they open the car door for you? Because I kind of like that. I think they totally should. Like, why not? I feel like I'm gonna get roasted for this, but you know what I'm saying? So what are the signs that a guy shows a girl to let her know that he's interested? But what are those signs?
Ooh, let me see.
Because this way
I'm gonna pick up on common ones because I don't know, like I probably like show my interest in a different way. But let's see. They'll do things like compliment you, always want to hang out. That's one of the big ones. That's one of the common ones that like distinguish between a friend and like, so like a guy will always want to hang out with you and stuff like that. And then girls will see it as like, oh, he wants to hang out to be a friend and stuff. But like, you're kind of like trying to get to know her maybe and for a potential relationship. Constant compliments is one too. That's a big one. The
hanging out thing totally falls into the territory of guys and girls can't be friends. Therefore, like if a guy and girl hang out, it's solely for the reason of
but it's gotta be like it's an established thing. Like it's gotta be established that like you're friends.
See, like, I feel like no, I would like to think that you're friends unless otherwise suggested. I think that when you say that to me, that almost feels like
It's like you're dancing
the only
in the
reason
gray
why
area.
you're hanging out with me is because you're interested in me. You don't value me like as a friend, or you know what I'm saying? So, because like if you enjoy their company and then you're hanging out, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Yeah, I was actually interested in you," and you're like, "Sorry, I'm not interested." They're like, "Bye."
But think about it. Think about it. Like how many times people like will say they're interested in somebody, and then like once they get rejected, like how many times that person will reach out to the other person.
Are you saying
So like
how
the
many times
person
this
that
person
rejected
did
the
the
other
rejection?
person, like yeah, because they find it awkward after they're like, yeah, I'm interested in you, you know?
I feel like I get that. It is a weird like, ooh, what do I do?
Yeah, and
I
that
get
person
that.
won't hit them up or nothing.
You know what? You're right. It's probably better because you don't want to lead them on or whatever.
Exactly.
I get
So
that. It's complicated.
yeah, it's one of those things. So at the same time, it's like one of those gray areas, and I feel like people move in those gray areas until they actually establish things. Like we're friends, we're this. So
Do most guy girl friendships do that? Like we're friends?
I feel like you just assume you already know your friend.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I think, like you said, unless stated otherwise.
Right. Okay. Next
like
question.
if somebody tried to legit say, "Let's go on a date," or like,
yeah,
let's
that
go
would be
get
helpful.
dinner.
That's helpful. Like,
and then like that's when it happens.
Right. I would be really, really mad if I was invited to hang out with someone and then they're like, maybe a week later, they're like, yeah, that's a really fun date, right? I would be furious. If you think you're taking me out on a date without me being aware of it, yeah, you better think again.
But what if somebody was like this? Because typically, like when I'm with my girls that's friends or whatnot, it's normally a group of people. Like I've never said never really.
Why? Why is that? He's saying that he doesn't hang out with girls one-on-one.
Why not?
No. Wait a second. I didn't say it like I didn't mean it like that specifically, but I'm saying it's typically a group because it's all a friend group. So when we all
so you're saying that guys and girls should not hang out.
No, Tori. No, Tori. I'm not saying that.
You're so patient with me, Mike. I'm so mean to you. I'm so sorry. I have such an attitude. I just feel passionately about this stuff. But continue.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying me personally. But like, yeah. But normally when I'm hanging out with like my friends that are girls and stuff like that, we're like, I guess it's like stuff we're doing. So like I'll say like homework or other things like that. So it's like it's not like just to hang out, I guess to hang out, you know?
Oh, interesting.
It's not like it's like
it's not
a common, it's like a common thing. It's like something with an objective in it. So like homework or like it's just never hey, let's go get something to eat or something like that.
I think you would do that.
It's very casual.
Friends.
Well, I see that because realistically, when you do get into a relationship, whether it's marriage or a boyfriend or whatever, a girlfriend, then you probably shouldn't just be hang out singularly like with one girl or guy. So I guess that makes sense. That's not weird. But I feel like that's an objective. The point. That's an objective though. Okay. Also, so it's 7:13. I might have to run.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I know you can keep talking. I might have to put concealer under my eyes.
We might have to make this into another episode though, but we can wrap it up real quick. We read the candy grams and stuff like that. So yeah, so I appreciate everybody who said gave their consent to read them off. So I appreciate everybody who did that. And yeah, it was some good ones in there. We read a couple. We talked a little bit, about Valentine's Day. So actually, this is actually going to drop today. So shout out to everybody that's listening today on Valentine's Day. You can listen with your lover, or if you're sad because you didn't get a date, listen to this and you can feel better. And yeah, love is on the way. Don't
happy Valentine's Day,
Mike.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to you too, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
Happy Valentine's Day to all my listeners too. I appreciate and love the
Yeah.
support. So happy Valentine's Day to you.
Yeah.
too.
Tell if
And
you're
I can
listening,
give-
tell somebody you love them. Sorry, we're talking at the same time.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tell someone that you love them, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be your dog or your cat or hamster. If you love somebody or thing, tell them. Because I think it should be just a day of love, you know? That's what this day should be. Not
Make
just
sure
for
to
committed
follow-
relationships.
Follow Mike. I don't know if you subscribe, but
Make sure you.
Like,
Like,
Yeah, make sure.
Click
Shout out
that
to my
bell
Spotify and Apple
notification.
Podcast people. Make sure you drop those 5 stars
Click
on
the
Apple
bell
Podcasts.
notification. It really
Subscribe on
helps.
YouTube too as well. And shout out to follow me on Instagram too.
Sophia, plug your Instagram.
ETHE.NAPod. And yeah, honestly, we'll see you next week with a new episode, you know. So I'll see you guys. Peace.